You're welcome. Aloha, everyone, in another level living land. Welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays. So happy that you're here because we're in store for an amazing treat. We have an awesome special guest, Janet Hum, and she's going to be sharing with us about financial freedom, the decision to build your dream and go after your purpose, passion, and prosperity. I'm so excited to hear her wisdom and share it with you, amazing women and men today. So, first, let me just share with you what is the purpose of the show? The purpose of the Freedom Friday show is to support you as an entrepreneur in achieving your success in business and life harmony, because it really is two sides of the same coin. We never want to get so busy making a living that we forget to make a life. And it is possible to work smarter, stress less, strengthen our relationships, and lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum so that we can increase our confidence, our calm, and our cash flow with lots of ease and grace. How many of y'all want that? Yes, yes, yes. Put yes, yes, yes in the chat. Janet, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Heather, for having me. It's such a wonderful privilege. And, I'm so grateful that our path crossed, end of last year and just how much we have in common to help those around us to build that confidence calmly. And we have an abundant life. There's more than enough for all of us. And that's where I think you and I, our values really align. So thanks so much for having me here today, Heather.
Oh my goodness, absolutely my honor and pleasure. And yes, yes, yes. Definitely when I met you, I was like, oh, this is a soul sister for sure. So let them know a little bit about you. So imagine working your whole life, making good money, only to realize that later you've lost thousands to unnecessary taxes or missed financial opportunities. Well, this is where Janet comes in. So Janet Hum is a CPA turned financial strategist, and she helps ambitious professionals take control of their financial future through strategic and tax smart wealth building. And she doesn't just help you grow your money, she also helps you protect it and maximize it. Oh my goodness, that's so good. On one hand, she works with individuals to build clear, personalized roadmaps to financial independence. And on the other hand, she also is passionate about mentoring and training others to do the same. So that together we can reach and impact over 1 million families in the next decades. This mission is bigger than her. She can't do it alone. So whether you're looking to secure your financial future or help others do the same, Janet is the place to start that journey for you. Oh my goodness, so good, Janet. Thank you for your service to the world. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Heather. And you know what? Like I shared earlier, there's more than enough for all of us. Education is key. If we don't know what we don't know. No, even with my background as a CPA, I thought I knew until I was like, wow, my mind was just blown of how much information I didn't know. No one taught me about finances. School never taught me. My business degree didn't. My CPA destination didn't either. My parents did their best to teach me what they know, right? And then it's
Nice.
up to me, right? I can ask a friend, definitely, or I can ask a quote unquote expert, but I don't know what they know and I don't know what they don't know either. So I was just on a journey of learning for myself, and I just want to do the same for others and help others get through the hurdle. Because sometimes finances can be fearful, can be shameful for some of us, right? But it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to
Oh,
be. So I
not at
start with
all.
just education first. When we're
Well,
when we have the right information, we can make the right decisions.
oh, I love that. When we have the right information, we can make the right decisions. Oh, that's so good. Because the first question I wanted to ask you is, why is this topic something that's so important, especially for us as entrepreneurs?
Yeah. Well, first off, at the start of the year, a lot of us are making New Year resolutions or, pressing a restart, a new fresh start, right? What decisions are you making right now? I always ask my clients, my prospects, people I come across, what decisions are we making? What intentions do we want? It's the same thing with finances. Financial freedom is a decision. It's not a dream, right? Most people hope for freedom, but few actually decide to build it intentionally. And that's what I want to help people do. Build it, not chase it.
Nice. Oh my goodness, that's so good. So now, what are some of the tips and strategies that you can be able to share with us that we can start taking a needle, um, to help move the needle forward in creating this financial freedom?
Yeah, yeah. And let's be honest, some of us might be entrepreneurs, some of us might be solopreneurs, or some of us might be workers. It doesn't matter. It only takes one decision to create that action, right? When we decide, a decided mind is the strongest thing we can have. Once we decide to do something, we create that action and we have the structure and then we have the accountability. And freedom starts with that clarity, not the income level. The income will come, right? And even small business owners can be stuck in a high stress, high effort model, right? So then we're just trading our time for money. And all solopreneurs often cap our growth and create a lot of burnout, right? Because we're
Mm,
always trading our time for money. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee sustainability, let's be honest. It leads to burnout. That's a fact,
that's
right?
the fact.
That's a fact. And even successful professionals and business owners can feel stuck. Have you ever felt stuck? I know the year just started. Some of us had a great, relaxing holidays. Now, some of us are now back to the quote unquote grind, right? But it doesn't have to be that way, right? Some
Mm-mm.
of us income were tied directly to the hours worked, but that's limited. We all have the same 24 hours, right? We can only trade so much of our time for money. What if I get
Correct.
what if I get sick? Maybe I'm lucky, it's just a cold. I'll be out for a day or two and then I'll be back. But what if it's longer than that? What if we need to take care of a loved one that needs our attention? Then
Yeah.
what? Right? And burnout is so common when growth depends solely on that one personal effort. We're the bottleneck, right? For some of us. And so it's
Yeah.
important for us to find a system shifting from being a solopreneur to a leveraged business. Right? Every successful
Leveraged.
business have a system in place. Every successful business have people in place, right? We need to leverage a system, people, and duplication at the end of the day, right? And that's where the business can create more option, more time, more income, more flexibility.
Correct.
Right?
It's interesting how a lot of time, depending on everybody's beliefs, it's interesting. I had this conversation like, is how our parents do it versus like, what are the things that we learn from them? What are the things we want to unlearn from them? How can
Yes.
we do it differently? Right. And it's so interesting because sometimes there can be this tie between time and money. Right. Like, I remember my mom, she used to always say, time is money and money is time, right? And then I debunked her belief and I said, well, mom, what if you could make money outside of time? I
Hmm.
do it all the time. And it was kind of like a mind blow for her, like, but it's like that's taking the limits off of what's possible. Because, like you had said before, there is so much abundance out there for everyone.
Hmm. Yes,
And we're worthy of receiving it and embracing that and creating our own unique time, money, and emotional freedom.
that's right. Absolutely. And that's where the passive income comes in, right? When we leverage the right system and create that sustainability and the option, not just for income, really, income will come. Time is a commodity. Once it's gone, it's gone. Income we can make back, right? So
Right.
time is the time freedom that I think most of us, if not all of us, wants to have. But the question is
Yes.
how, right?
Wow. My
So we
goodness.
kind of go back to what we were talking about, passive income. It's
Okay.
built, it's not accidental. We have to be intentional about it, right? It requires upfront effort, consistency, and patience. Nothing come out of nowhere.
Right.
Right? Let's be honest, right? We can't just sit and be like, okay, come. Well, no, we have to work at it, right? Just like active income. But over time, there is that passive income where the goal is income, but not fully dependent on that daily or hourly labor, right? And so that's what it is. It's about continuity, about protection. It's not about avoiding work. That is not the right way,
Oh,
right? It
so good.
creates and allow for that breathing room for better decisions and better health.
I love that. I love that. One of the analogies that I usually talk about is like there's a lot of things to do. The question is how do we want to be while we're doing it? And it kind of even goes back to like embracing and shifting or allowing for another level of your thoughts and beliefs and emotions, even around money, even around time, even around those connections, because it really is prosperity powered by partnership. And yes, it's this part about taking action and implementing. And one of the things that sometimes can create a little bit of that burnout that causes financial freedom to be a little bit resistant is maybe how it's been like the hustle and the grind and the grind. And there's a way to be able to have it where there's much more still consistency and tenacity and consistency and creating that passivity, but also being able to be in a better, more grounded space as you're implementing and doing. And what does that do? It actually maximizes the outcome
Mhm.
of how what your efforts are, right? It's like I used to talk about branding, marketing, and selling. And before
Mm.
the branding, there's all of you. So if there's any like conflict of, I don't know about money, like even like owning your value and your worthiness as an entrepreneur in the unique way that you're called to serve, that
Mhm.
owning that trickles into the entire process, right? And a lot of people get into entrepreneurship for calling, for financial freedom, for time
Mhm.
freedom, for
Mm.
emotional freedom, for like freedom for them to be them and show up and serve in their authentic, unique self. But creating this solid foundation of financial freedom is like a solid foundation for your business to be able to stand on.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's where, it leads to my next point. It's like you read my notes, Heather.
Oh, cool. Okay, tell us.
Right? Most people fail not because of the lack of effort. We try very hard. It's really the lack of structure
Mhm.
because people fail, right? The platform matters more than the passion alone, right? Because a proven platform shortens the learning curve, right? Having a mentor helps avoid those expensive mistakes, right? We can borrow people's experience instead of learning everything the hard way. Right? Of course,
Yes.
there are things along the way that we need to learn ourselves. But hey, if I can talk to a mentor, talk to someone that's more than willing to help me and share their experience, why am I not listening?
Yes, that's such a great question. What is that? Sometimes there can be even a resistance to even receiving,
Yeah,
like, so that's one of the things that I usually hear too. Oh my goodness, I'm so good at giving. I'm so good at giving. But when it comes to receiving, it's like this resistance to it. But ladies and gentlemen, we are worthy of exponential receiving and
yeah,
exponential giving. The more that we can receive, the more that we can be able to give and be of service to the world. So it's just like breathing, breathing in and breathing
exactly.
out.
And it's not like a scale where I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I give before I get, or I get so much, I give so much. No, right? It's a give and take society. Some people will take more, some people will give more, right? But for me, I try to give as much as I can for those that are willing to listen. And for myself, I need to humble myself so I'm willing to receive.
Beautiful qualities of excellent leadership, Janet. Beautiful qualities of excellent. I like to say
Oh, let's
even
just put it
beautiful
that way.
qualities of
I
queendom.
learn it. I learn it. We all
Well,
have to come to this point, right?
yes. Surrender, trust and allow, let go of the how so that we can enjoy the wow now. And everything, like you
Exactly.
said, it will come. I
Yeah.
almost think of like Field of Dreams. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it was like this part of if you build it, they will come. And he resisted building this field. And then when he built it, they came. And yeah, so it's a beautiful, beautiful ebb and flow that way.
Yeah.
Do you have any other tips or strategies from your amazing notes that you can share with us or that
I
come
think
to mind?
at the end of the day, community provides the accountability and perspective. I appreciate, being in networking in different places because if it wasn't for that, Heather, you and I would not have met. You
That's
and I,
right.
our paths would not have crossed. We would have not found each other, how, our values are so aligned, how, we can help more people together thrive, right? Especially as we start the new year. And so it's looking for that support, looking for that accountability, looking for that perspective. And for me, it's just being grateful to find people of like minds so that we're not competing, right? We
No,
can help each other. You and I both talked last time we had our one-on-one. There's no competition. The only competition's me with myself,
that's
right?
right. Or
Everybody
even the
else,
myself from yesterday.
that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Because there's enough for all of us. We talk about the fact that, even if you and I do the same thing, it's okay because some people will resonate with you, some people will resonate with me. Number one. Number two, I can't serve everybody in this world. There's 8 billion people. I need to sleep. I need to rest. I need time with my family. So I can't serve everybody. And it's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
So we don't
Oh
need
my
to
goodness.
compete.
That is so true. That is so true. One of the things I think the biggest trick of the mind can make you feel like no one understands how I feel, or I don't know how to convey this, or like um that you're in it alone. But the beautiful thing when you come to community and when you come to connect with others, especially of people of like mind and heart, then it's like, oh my goodness, I'm not alone. And wow, this breakthrough for them is a breakthrough for me. There is true prosperity and financial freedom powered by partnership. So I'm so glad that you highlighted this. Janet,
Mm.
how can we continue this conversation? How can we stay in your world? Do you have like a free gift or something that you can share with us?
Absolutely. So I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay.
Every week, I share a mindset quote to just help us get outside of our comfort zone and stretch our mind, right? Our mind is the strongest muscle. But also, I share a finance tidbit. There's something to learn for all of us. If you know it, great. Check mark for you. Kudos to you, right? Pat on the back. If you don't know it yet, food for thought, something to think about, right? Follow me there. Feel free, there are free resources on my website as well. And feel free to book a 15-minute. Well, on my website, it's a 15-minute. But if you write in the comments, you heard about me, you know about me through Heather or Freedom Fridays, I'll extend that to even 35 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Not a problem at all. So let's
Nice.
stay in touch. It's complimentary. There's no obligation whatsoever. Let's start a conversation and see how we can collaborate and, achieve financial freedom together.
Oh my goodness, Janet, I love that. What a generous gift. And we'll make sure that that link is in the comments in the show notes below. So go ahead and click on that link and also her social media. So therefore you can stay connected to Janet. We feel so supported. Even me, like I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to my call just to be able to see because you
Yeah.
can always learn and grow. So yay. All right, so I want to ask you,
Mm.
based on everything that you've shared with us, what would be the biggest takeaway that you want to leave us with today?
And this I hear a lot. It's not
Okay.
about balance. It's about life and business harmony. Because balance suggests trade-off. Harmony suggests alignment, right? A well-designed business should support life and not consume it. And long-term success requires protecting our health, our family, and our purpose. So it's all about harmony, not balance.
That's so amazing. Like you just brought in the whole point of like another level living in one beautiful, beautiful mic drop moment message. That's so true, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about harmony, right? It's the ebb and the flow. It's how to shift when priorities shift and how to stay grounded in your beingness and staying open to receive. You don't have to do this alone. We are here to be able to support you. So go ahead and click on the links in the comments below. And also, if you were given this inspiration for financial freedom, which I know that you were, go ahead and share this message out and give someone else a gift of financial freedom as well. Because when we come together, healthy, happy, wealthy, and whole, and we
Mhm.
are able to make a bigger impact and a bigger influence, not just in ourselves and our world, but also the world at large. So thank you so much, Jana, for blessing us with this message, this amazing message that we're going to marinate over our mind, body, and soul from this point on.
Thank you so much for Heather for having me on Freedom Friday. I'll look forward to hearing more about, from other speakers on Freedom Fridays and just learn from them as well.
Oh, I love it. Oh, thank you so much. My honor and pleasure. Everyone, Another Level Living, have an amazing weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.